Have you ever looked up at the night sky, at all those twinkling lights, and just wondered, what's really out there? Beyond our little blue planet, the universe is a place of endless mystery, mind-boggling scale, and frankly, some really weird stuff. Get ready to have your perspective shifted, because today we're diving into 13 shocking facts about space that will absolutely blow your mind. Let's start with a classic, but one that never gets old. Try to imagine every single grain of sand on every beach, on every continent, all across the entire planet. Got that number in your head? It's huge, right? Well, there are more stars in the observable universe than that. We're talking trillions upon trillions of suns, each potentially with its own family of planets. Our world is just a tiny speck in a cosmic ocean of stars. And speaking of stars, the variety is staggering. Our sun feels massive to us, but on a cosmic scale, it's pretty average. There are stars out there, hypergents like Ewe Scuti, that are so colossal that if you swapped it with our sun, it would swallow Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, and even Jupiter. Our star is a firefly next to these cosmic bonfires. In fact, some stars are so massive that if our sun were to go supernova, a gigantic, universe-shattering explosion, from our perspective, these giants wouldn't even notice. It'd be like a single firecracker going off during a global fireworks show. Now, imagine floating out there in the vast emptiness between those stars. What would you hear? Absolutely nothing. Space is a near-perfect vacuum. Sound waves need a medium to travel through, like air or water. Without it, you could witness the most powerful explosion in the universe right in front of you, and it would be completely, utterly silent. A silent movie of cosmic destruction. It's an eerie, profound silence that's almost impossible for us to comprehend here on our noisy planet. Let's talk about extremes. Neutron stars are the crushed, leftover cores of massive stars after they go supernova. They are incredibly dense. How dense? Well, if you could somehow scoop up a single teaspoon of a neutron star, just one tiny spoonful, that material would weigh over 1 billion tons. That's the weight of about 900,000 cars, or the entire human population, all packed into a teaspoon. Your brain can't even properly visualize that level of density. From the super dense to the super delicious. Believe it or not, astronomers found a giant cloud of dust and gas near the center of our Milky Way galaxy called Sagittarius B2. After analyzing its chemical composition, they discovered it contains a substance called ethyl formate. What's so special about that? It's the same chemical that gives raspberries their flavor and rum its distinctive smell. So yes, there's a giant cloud in space that would, in theory, taste like raspberry-flavored rum. The universe is a strange place. Now for the big one, black holes. The name is a bit misleading. They aren't empty holes in space. They are objects of such incredible mass and density that their gravitational pull is inescapable. Think of it like this. On Earth, you need to launch a rocket at 11 kilometers per second to escape our gravity. The gravity of a black hole is so strong that its escape velocity is faster than the speed of light, the fastest thing in the universe. Since nothing can travel faster than light, nothing, not even light itself, can escape once it crosses the event horizon. Closer to home, our relationship with the moon is slowly changing. Every single year, the moon drifts about 3.8 centimeters, or 1.5 inches. Further away from Earth, it's happening because of the tidal interactions between the Earth and the moon. Billions of years ago, the moon was much closer, and days on Earth were much shorter. And billions of years from now, the moon will be a smaller, more distant light in our night sky. Ever dreamed of a planet made of treasure? Well, the universe might just have one. About 40 light-years away, there's a planet named 55 Cancri e. It's a super-Earth, twice the size of our planet. And scientists believe a large portion of it, maybe even 1/3 of its mass, could be pure diamond. Formed under extreme pressure and heat, this is a world where mountains could be made of diamond and graphite. Talk about a cosmic jewel. We think Mount Everest is big, but it's a tiny hill compared to the volcanoes elsewhere in our solar system. Meet Olympus Mons on Mars. It's a shield volcano that stands nearly 22 kilometers, or 13.6 miles, high. That's almost 3 times the height of Mount Everest. Its base is so wide that if you were standing at its edge, the peak would be over the horizon. It's a monument to a time when Mars was a much more geologically active world. Here's a fun one for anyone who wishes they were a little taller. When astronauts go into space, they experience microgravity, which allows the cartilage discs in their spine to expand. The result? They can grow up to 2 inches taller. It's a temporary boost, though. Once they return to Earth's gravity, they gradually shrink back to their normal height. Still, a cool party trick for a returning astronaut. Now let's zoom out to the galactic scale. We think of galaxies as these majestic, serene spiral islands of stars. But sometimes they can be downright cannibalistic. Larger galaxies, like our own Milky Way, grow by pulling in and absorbing smaller dwarf galaxies. Over billions of years, we've eaten several of our smaller neighbors, and we're currently in the process of consuming another. It's a cosmic food chain on a scale that's hard to imagine. What does space smell like? It's a vacuum, so you can't just take a whiff. But astronauts who have been on spacewalks report a very distinct odor when they return to the airlock and take off their helmets. They describe the smell clinging to their suits and equipment as being like burnt steak, hot metal, or welding fumes. It's likely the smell of energized particles and unique atomic reactions occurring in the vacuum. Barbecue in space, anyone? And for our final, most mind-bending fact, everything we've talked about, the stars, the planets, the galaxies, the gas clouds, all of that makes up only about 5% of the entire universe. The rest, about 27%, is something called dark matter, an invisible substance that provides the gravitational scaffolding for galaxies. The other 68% is dark energy, a mysterious force that is causing the expansion of the universe to accelerate. That's right. 95% of the cosmos is made of stuff we can't see, can't touch, and can't even begin to properly understand. We are living in the 5% foam on top of a vast, dark, unknown cosmic ocean. The universe is more vast, more powerful, and more bizarre.